Just one of my favorite songs
Yeah,
ever.
pretty much. It's excellent. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the New Music Podcast. We got 5 albums up for you again this week. We got some interesting stuff. Micah, what's our first album on screen here?
We have Revelation of in
Yes, or in human language, Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat.
Hell yeah.
Also, we do have 4 other albums, and there are timestamps available below for any of those.
Yeah, but if you click ahead, I'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I know who you are.
You gotta hear about this one at the very least first, because it's a pretty interesting topic of conversation.
No, you really don't. You don't have to. Don't let him tell you what to do.
So what'd you think about this one?
Weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, I've never had such a range of scores on an album before.
Yeah, me too.
It's also a remix album. Here, let's start from the beginning. Let's start with the first track. We knew this one was out with 360 with Young Lean was out and Robin.
Yeah.
I never actually checked my old score. I rescored it. Oh, I never rated it, but I thought it was like okay.
I like that one quite a bit. It's only grown on me. Robin's parts came across a little bit annoying to me at first, but it's kind of grown on me. And then I just really love what Young Lean does on the track. That one section there that you'd probably know what I'm talking about if you hear the song, just is really catchy.
I didn't get that from it. In what ways, like, it's a good track. I was like, sure, this is a passable remix. Not as good as the original, of course, but it's fine. It's good.
I think it's like a totally solid counterpart. I wouldn't say it's really better or worse, honestly. Young Lean's doing his thing, and I love it when Young Lean's doing his thing, so...
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
And then, do you have anything interesting to say about the Club Classics with the BB Tricks? I wasn't terribly impressed.
It's kind of a banger. It's a total rework of the original song, and I think that's the first one we see that's like that. Very experimental.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the repetitive nature of it. It's good. And not trying to say we don't like repetitive music, but in this specific case, it just wasn't milking my earballs the way I'd like it to be.
That's fair. I think they tried to make it more of like a dance kind of song, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it for doing that, but grumbly old man.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't like it more than the original or anything, but it's just very different. This is one that's a totally different song, you know?
Yeah. And then I don't want to go track by track, but like there's just so much to say.
Yeah, why don't we though? We don't normally do that,
Yeah.
but like these are all so separate. Let's just go track by tracks.
All right. With Symphony is Knife featuring Ariana Grande, I was so surprised. I looked at who was on this track, and I expected not to like it.
You did like it, though?
I liked it a lot.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah.
I gave it an 8 out of 10 for reference.
I have a 7 on this one. I wish that it resembled the original track more, I guess.
I liked Ariana had brought here, but yeah, I mean, I would still say that because I thought Symphony's Knife was perfect.
Yeah, that was one of the best songs.
I also thoroughly enjoyed how this was different and like the different like little beat going, and I didn't hate Ariana's part. I was like, this is good, this is fitting in, this is fine, I like this.
Yeah, their vocal chemistry is pretty much perfect because they're just fairly similar singers, and they're obviously mixed in pretty much the same way, so like they just sound super decent next to each other.
And then
I might say something stupid with the 1975 and John Hopkins. Basically feels like a 1975 cover of the song.
Yeah, I kind of hated that, not even gonna lie. I was just like, shut up.
It kind of depends on my mood because that like spacey 1975 style, I'm usually really not that much in the mood for, I guess. It kind of reminds me of something from one of their not as good albums, I guess. It's a little boring.
Yeah. I'm like actually 5 out of 10 mid on this track. The only album I've heard from the 1975 was A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships, and that was good when I heard it. I haven't heard it since. I do know, however, aren't they like kind of canceled?
Yeah, which kind of makes the title all the more good for Maddie Healy saying terrible, stupid things.
Yeah, it's just kind of all right.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a blemish on the album for sure.
Yeah, it's a very dramatic switch in things, and it's another that's like totally different from the original song, and I don't really know if it's in a good way.
It's not.
Yeah, we've already talked about Talk then, but
You didn't like Talk Talk?
oh no, I did. We did that one on the podcast earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No, I think
All
that
right.
it's like a dancier take on the song. It's pretty similar throughout though, and I kind of like what Troy adds.
What the fuck did I say about that track? Hold on. Oh yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. In the context of this, I like it slightly less. I was a little more mid on it this time, but it's still like solid and fine.
Yeah.
Which is a hot take, I'm noticing. It says an 81.
Yeah, there's again like kind of like the Young Lean track. There's a certain bit that he adds in there that's really catchy, and I do
Yeah,
dig that a lot. And it's fun. I don't know if I like it better. No, I definitely don't like it better than the original, but I like it almost as much.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we have Von Dutch with AJ Cook.
Yeah, and Addison Rae. And how did the best song on this have Addison Rae on it?
You think this is the best song on the album?
Yep, maybe.
Like in the remix album?
Well, no, not necessarily because Girl So Confusing is the moment that it is, but other than that, yeah.
Very good track. Thank you very much. We got two perfect songs out of AJ Cook. Was he on Von Dutch originally?
I'm not sure who produced the
Oh,
track originally. I know he
let's
produced some
find
of it, and it would make sense if this is just like a different take from him. No, okay, so it was a different producer for Von Dutch originally.
Why wasn't it AJ Cook?
Well, I mean, like, both versions of the song have this, like, very distinct instrumental thing going on with it, with that big, like, buzzing, prominent synth in it that just hits. It hits real nice.
Yeah.
I think A.G. Cook's take on it is different, but also really, really good. And, I mean, what did you think of what Addison Rae does on the song? Because I thought it was surprisingly very good.
Yeah, thank you very much, Addison Rae. I do not know who you are, but I will after this.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't have the amount of context that everyone else seems to have, but I know she's like a internet person, very much so.
Oh yeah, I am recently been infected with the internet.
Yeah, true. Very good all around. Super cool remix. Love it. Next up, we got Everything is Romantic with Caroline Polachek. This is one of the more hyped up ones because the internet does love themselves some Caroline Polachek, most certainly.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, are you not very familiar? What's going on there?
No, I just thought it was alright. I thought it was like good solid track. Thank you very much.
It's fine.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Honestly, I have always liked Caroline Polachek, don't get me wrong, but I've never really gotten the hype quite as much as people online make it out to be, and this track is pretty much the same way for me. I'm not really that crazy about it.
Valid. Then with all that, up next we got Rewind featuring Blade.
Yeah.
What was your Blade opinion?
Blade being on here is crazy. There is someone literally using a chainsaw outside right now, I think. What the actual fuck?
Oh, I don't hear it.
What the fuck?
Chainsaw! Fred Durst is outside my window. Help.
Alright, well, there's two possibilities, and it's somebody's cutting down a tree at 6 p.m. or my downstairs neighbors are getting murdered. Either are very possible, given the sounds I was just hearing.
Oh, so fun fact, I accidentally deleted my rating for this track, so, yeah.
Now I think someone has, like, an extreme amount of bass playing somewhere. What the fuck is happening outside?
I don't hear it.
There is a motherfucker dancing in the parking lot.
Actually?
Actually, there is a motherfucker dancing in the parking lot. I briefly looked out the window, and there's just a dude dancing out there.
That's so funny. Anyways, what do you think of this track?
I moved here 2 days ago, and why is outside chaos? Oh my god. Well, what's also chaos is the fact that Blade ended up on this album somehow. So that's awesome. As for the song itself, Blade's doing his thing. It's decent. It's solid. it's all right. I like that they kind of drainer style drained out the fucking instrumental a little bit. I thought that was kind of cool, but overall the track's a little bit underwhelming, I think.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I did land on a 7 though. I was like, this is passable.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just an alright track, or a good, not an alright track, but a good track, like overall.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you shouldn't. Yeah, yeah. Then up next we have So I featuring AJ Cook. I felt the same thing with this one, honestly.
I don't think you could have really had anyone else remixing the Sophie tribute track other than
Yeah.
A.G. Cook, you know what I mean? And I think he did a
Yeah.
fine job, like, doing
Yeah.
justice to it, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't offended by anything by any means.
No, it's an okay take on it. It kind of ruins the subtlety of the original track, but, like, there's still that bittersweet vibe about it.
Yeah, and I'll take it.
Yeah.
Then the next song's just perfect.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, moving on.
The remix with Lord, I'm pretty sure we've talked about it at length even on here. Why is someone screaming outside?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is happening in this neighborhood right now?
God, hurry! I want to get to track 13.
I really want to stress to the listeners here. It has been like quiet here the rest of the day. I have no idea why this has happened as soon as I started recording. So if you hear crazy shit happening behind me, I tried my best. But yeah, no, Girl So Confusing is basically perfect. Just adds a really good verse and a really nice moment to an already good song, right?
Yeah, no, it's just one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, pretty much. It's excellent.
Anyways, Apple featuring Japanese House.
Apple, and it's the same, but it's forgettable, so it's not.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking super bland remix. I don't care for this at all.
B2B featuring Tanashi.
Yeah, it's Tinashe if you want to redo that.
Yeah. No. Pronouncing names wrong is my shtick now.
Okay, well, we looked up how to pronounce Tinashe, but yeah, not a super impressive remix.
Not as bad as the last one. Not as good as the next one either. Next one's perfect.
Yeah, what she adds is solid enough. I guess it's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, just glossing over that I said Mean Girls featuring Julian Casablancas is a perfect song.
You know, I'm gonna stay blissfully ignorant to that for the time being, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're like addicted to how back-to-back sounds, B2B, whatever you want to say,
Yeah.
maybe this would be an interesting one for you because it's like, well, it's kind of basically the same, but like it's still good. And it adds a different vocalist, and it's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did her thing. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Yeah.
I was just chilling.
Yeah. But then,
Anyways,
Mean Girls.
Julian Casablanca.
Julian Casablanca. What the fuck?
Is it song of the year?
This shit's terrible.
Oh yeah, it's the front to not only God but music.
I was watching the Fantano stream reaction to this, and they pointed out on there that the melody Julian is singing here sounds just like "Owner of a Lonely Heart," I think is the name of that song.
It does.
Heart. That's the name of the song, right? Yeah, "Owner of a Lonely Heart" by Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the worst track on the album by a lot.
It's insane though. Like it's a very interesting flavor of bad.
Yeah, it's so bad it's funny. I'm having a funny time.
Definitely. It appears that Julian has some sort of like cold, you know, like a sickness that is just making your voice sound like
He's being infected with cyberpsychosis.
yeah, it's just like it turns your voice into a robot, and then it's contagious to anyone in its general vicinity, which is why Charli sounds like that.
Fuck.
The way they stretched out her vocals is insane.
Oh my god, dude. It's so bad.
It's very funny though. Very funny track.
Anyways, Bon Iver's here. Save the day.
Bon Iver. It's Bon Iver.
He's in the wrong spot. Bone Iver.
This one feels very fitting of the term remix. You know what I mean? It very much so feels like a remix.
Yeah, this one's solid.
Yeah. It's decent. Kind of like an EDM style thing going on, but it's also like very spacious and mellow.
Yeah, it was EDM slowed and reverbed in
Kind
space.
of. Yeah, I like that little chip tune, little sample thingy they mix in there.
Yeah, it sounds like the fucking Mario Kart 64 when you're in the fucking cart with the tug, not the tugboat, the not the sailboat, steamboat. Where if you go too far off the truck, it goes whoop 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 or something like shit like that. That's what it sounds like.
That's so specific. I love it. But yeah, like the original song, very emotional, has grown to be one of my favorites on the album, and I think this does it justice, I want to say.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's a different take. Bon Iver kind of adds a decent bit to the song, like lots of sung parts from him on here, and I think he sounds pretty good. Basically, this went over better than I would think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So up next is repetitive stuff done right with Shy Girl.
Oh, you like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
See, this is what I mean by this one scratches the brain.
Yeah, a decent bit.
Yeah. I like this one a lot. It wasn't perfect, but I liked it a lot.
It's got a throwback vibe to it. Like this is a style of EDM
Yeah,
we don't really see that much.
And I was a big fan.
Yeah.
The intro was doon 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 doon. Like, yeah, dude, that's all fucking early 2000s, 90s. I think.
Yeah.
I think about time periods right. That was a bop. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little banger.
Up next is a perfect song with Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Billford Eyelash being horny for Charli XCX. Calm down.
Yeah. Basically her verse is just adding to the vibe of the original song, and it's mostly the same song, but what she adds to it is great.
Yeah, it makes a great song even greater.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would put it. Unfortunately, no Spring Breakers remix, which was sad.
Yeah, there was. Oh no.
What?
There was a Spring Breakers remix.
What?
Technically, Kesha.
What? When?
Are you serious? Is this a bit?
No.
There was a Spring Breakers remix. Kesha did it.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
it's right after Guess. I'm listening to it right now.
Oh, wait, no, this is new.
No, it's not.
This is new.
What? Dude, it's been there.
I swear to God, this was not
It's
on the
been
track
there.
list. No, I swear to you, this was not on the track list. No, like I'm dead fucking serious.
I've seen it the whole time. I was like, ew, Kesha.
Why are you saying you, Kesha? What the fuck?
I thought Kesha was bad, and then I listened to this track and realized I was wrong.
Wait, no. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. When
Dog,
did I hop into a pocket dimension where this didn't exist?
dude, you were in the bad timeline for a second. Welcome back to the good one.
Bro, what? Wait, no, it's released as a single, so that makes me kind of feel like it must be new.
It released yesterday as a single. Okay, you're not crazy.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so I assume this is just like this one you had just gotten to yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god. Okay, listen, I'm listening to it right now, so through mid headphones, so give me a second. This is just commentary as I'm going through it. God, Spring Breakers is so good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, I haven't gotten to a Kesha part yet, but...
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that verse. Oh my god. This is fire. Oh, this goes hard. Fucking banger. That is one of the better songs here, no doubt.
I'm glad you liked it. So, after hearing that track, what's your overall thoughts on the album?
Well, that bumped it up a couple percent, so I'll just give it a cool 70.
I'm at a 72.
You're at a 72. So I was at a 68. That one was a fucking banger. So, like, you know what? I'll give it to him. Because that might be better than the original, and I already like Spring Breakers maybe the most on the album. It's between Spring Breakers and Von Dutch for me, and that might have improved on the original Spring Breakers. So,
Nice.
fuck. Well, I'm very glad you brought that to my attention. What was the other bonus track? I keep forgetting the name of it because I never cared much for it.
Hello, Goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah, Hello Goodbye is also yet to receive a remix, so maybe we'll be talking about Brat one more time on here if that gets one. I heard a rumor at one point that Porter Robinson was gonna do something on this, and then he's not here. But if Porter Robinson and Charli XCX can get on something, that would be fucking fantastic. So here's hoping.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Weird moment for music, once again, but like, cool. Sure, I guess. Very few of them were actually any better than the original songs, but the ones that are cool. And that Julian Casablancas remix sure does exist.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
But on to something that might not exist, we have Chat Pile's new album, Cool World.
And what do you mean by that exactly?
This is a fake album. This is not made by human beings. This is awesome.
Oh, it is really awesome, but it feels very human to me. Very visceral.
Nope. This was made by demons.
Made by demons.
From Ohio.
Demons from Ohio. Jesus Christ. I feel like they're definitely from New York somewhere or something. Where are Chat Pile from? They're from Oklahoma, so basically the same thing.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is real good.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I don't have good, like, specific track notes because the entire time I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. It bangs, no doubt about that.
It bangs. It bangs. We'll work with what we got.
Yeah, you did listen to Chat Pile's first album, right?
No, I did not have a chance to.
Okay.
I Am Dog Now.
Good opener. Yeah, he is Dog Now.
He is Dog Now. Alright.
He is Dog Now. Very raw, this one in particular. Like, it's just straightforward. It's just beating you over the head with some fucking riffs and some super angry vocals. It's basically like the essence of Chat Pile and what you should expect from them, I guess. It didn't blow me away as an opener, but still, very good one.
Yeah, no.
What are some other highlights for you throughout it?
Camcorder. When Camcorder came on, I was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, that was almost my favorite song, but there's still more tracks on the album.
Yeah, Tape comes right after it.
I like this more than Tape, not by a lot.
Yeah, to get into it, oh man, they do kind of go together too with the titles and everything, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But fucking, dude, the intro to Camcorder, I nutted. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. That one starts off very insanely heavy. Like, it doesn't fuck around at all.
Yeah, dude. And that fucking blew my tiny mind.
Yeah.
Then it goes into the fucking, like, ghoul-like fucking lyrics a minute after fucking just rocking. And then, like, a minute after that,
Yeah.
it just combines both of them, and it sounds like it being part of a satanic ritual.
Yeah, there's something real devious about it.
And I'm happy to be there. Because you're the cameraman. The cameraman never dies.
True. There's something vicious about that one, no doubt. And the whole album.
Oh, yeah, dude. I really wish I had a chance to, like, actually annotate this album. Because, like, there's definitely some fucking lore happening here.
You know, I don't know that one was necessarily giving me the most, but Tape certainly has a specific topic, and it is scary as fuck. That might be their most disturbing song, and they are known to be a pretty disturbing band.
Tape was fucking awesome.
Yeah, so it seems to be spinning a narrative of people going onto some, like, I'm picturing this as, like, some house out in the countryside that's like abandoned and dilapidated looking or something, but that's just the image that I'm getting. But they walked in on something very heinous. There's some sort of like serial killer or kidnapping victims or something that they stumbled upon that they fucking shouldn't have. And then this is the I've seen some shit type song. Yeah. Then the lyric in here of they made tapes kind of just instantly makes me think of like deep web scary snuff things and everything like that.
The Red Room creepypasta type shit.
Yeah, and the real life counterparts to the creepypasta things that have inspired it. As someone who's just accidentally seen gore shit before and just been too deep on the internet. It's like, this is kind of relatable, and I wish it wasn't.
Yeah, the first like paragraph, the only paragraph sandwiched in between the made tapes, the part where it goes, "We shouldn't have gone onto that property, and even still further into the house. We should have let someone know, and they could have handled it. Someone else could have handled it."
Yeah.
That just fucking drives your point home, dude. That's like,
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
And then immediately after tape, one of my favorite songs, "The New World."
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of your favorites too? I like that one a fucking lot.
That was one of my favorites. Yeah, just to like skip ahead real quick, this and Mask were two of my favorites.
Same here. I think really the second half of this album has kind of the best ones.
Yeah, the second half of this album is a 10 out of 10.
I'm with that, I think. You know, maybe not a 10, but like it's super, super good, and it impresses me the most during that.
Well, this whole album is pretty close to a 10 for me.
Yeah. It's like
It's
knocking
flirting
on it
with the
for me.
idea.
Yeah, sure. I think that they can still go up from here personally.
They definitely can. I'm not at a 10. I will reveal that, but man, I'm not far away.
I think you're closer than me.
Definitely. I figured this was going to be a week that I was going to like stuff everything more than you besides Turquoise Death. You will like that more than me, I guarantee it.
Fuck. Oof. All right, we'll get there when we get there, but
No. Just because I'm scared of what your score is.
oh, I see. I got you. Mask, it's one of the ones to do the really melodic vocals on it. This kind of like goth rock sort of vibe.
Yeah, dude, I was really enjoying the lore and the fucking goth melodic part on here where you just fucking chants trust and lead and all that shit. Just I like the weird culty shenanigans is always tickles my Johnny. That's why I liked Code Orange so much.
Oh, you know, I can see kind of parallels between this and some of Code Orange's. Yeah, like their darkest sounding stuff.
Code Orange's first album. Well, technically not their first album, but
Yeah,
whatever.
maybe
First
the
album under
most on
Code
that
Orange.
second one. I get the same vibes as Spy from many of these songs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think this is better than like. I like this more than Code Orange. I'm just gonna say that. Not really the same like thing going on. This is more what I'm like looking for in music in general.
I got you. It's more raw for sure. Like this is just very visceral.
Raw and Alive.
Yeah.
Raw and Alive and About to Not Be.
Yeah. True.
What was your opinion on Milk of Human Kindness?
Let's see. Oh my god, my diabetes is taking a shit. What the fuck?
Dude, don't let your diabetes take a shit.
Wow, this episode has been fucking chaos. Milk of Human Kindness, that's the PTSD song, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that one's dark. That one's awesome. Very, very good. They do like a really good job of emulating what's going on in the lyrics with the sound of it. And if you're gonna write a song that seems to very directly be about PTSD from war, I think it sounds right. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say I've been there, of course, but
No.
like, fuck, it just feels right.
Feels like it could take me there. You know, not like literally,
Yeah.
but like it feels like it's describing it real good.
Yeah, they're really like describing some of the worst shit that happens in humanity on this album, and it sounds like it.
Final track on the album, No Way Out. I feel like again that's just like paired with Human Kindness or Milk of Human Kindness and Camcorder Tape. I'm almost feeling like there's twos, definitely in Milk of Human Kindness, No Way Out, and Camcorder and Tape.
I can see that. Yeah, and lyrically, you could say Shame and Frownland kind of hit similar notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bit of a cohesion to it, and it all seems, it's not really a concept album, but broadly it all ties together.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this shit bangs.
Shit does in fact bang.
I did really appreciate that they incorporated some more like melodic and really gloomy elements that I can't say they really did a lot of on their first, although that album was similarly dark and kind of had a similar thematic focus. I would definitely recommend you go back and listen to it.
I definitely will be. Definitely like tomorrow or today.
Yeah, Grimace Smoking Weed.jpg, probably maybe still their best song. So
Yeah.
there's that. Yeah.
That's what my buddy who I was with going to Madison said. He was like, unfortunately, there's no more Grimace Smoking Weed.jpg, but it.
Yeah, that song's insane. And yeah, this album's equally insane. It's also awesome.
Hell yeah. What was your overall score?
I have an 83 on this.
I have a 91 on this.
Nice. Okay. You know, I'm not sure I expected you to like it quite that much.
Oh, dude. This is the week for me. This is the week where I'm overly positive on everything.
Sweet. You know, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it.
Another album that I was very thankful didn't sound like shit was Current Choice.
This is the Fist. The Fist thinks you should like and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, that is all.
Current Joys. Yeah, you're the Current Joys guy.
I was so scared this was going to be Love Plus Pop 3.
Right.
And if it was, I was going to explode.
Yeah.
I mean, he dropped Love Plus Pop 2 this year, back in May. 5 months later, and he's like, alright, I'm done being fucking crazy. Turnabout was on fucking Love Plus Pop Part 2. What the fuck?
Yeah, he did a cover.
That's so funny. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's never talk about Love Plus Pop ever again.
Let's talk about it real quick again, because I have skimmed both of those albums and I honestly think they're overhated. I don't know. I think maybe they're interesting.
I just think if someone's doing it, it should not be this man.
Fair.
Cut it out.
I haven't listened to the whole things yet.
Yeah, make a third side project for that, Nick. Calm down.
Sure. But yeah, how do you think this stacks up to other works?
This might be his best album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look at some of my scores. But based off of Court of Public Opinion, it definitely is.
Nice.
Yeah, I gave Wild Hearts a 71. Didn't rate 2013. Did I rate No One Will Dance? I gave No One Will Dance a 70. Gave A Different Age an 80. Yeah, that definitely is going to be my favorite out of his albums.
Really? You're that warm on it, huh?
I'm pretty toasty on this album.
Huh.
I liked Echoes of the Past. I thought it was a very, very awesome track. I have a hot take. My hot take is California Rain is one of my least favorite tracks. What do you think about California Rain?
You know, it's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. Like, I think it's kind of catchy.
Don't tell that to a Current Joys fan. They'll castrate.
It's catchy. It's fine. Yeah, it sounds like a song I've heard before I heard it, but, like, it's okay.
Tell me your score on that track right now.
7.
I gave it an 8.
Okay.
All right. What'd you think of Days of Heaven?
You know, honestly, that kind of got me back into the album experience, because the first two, like, I was just chilling, and then
it's a rocky road.
Yeah, Days of Heaven, I was like, oh wait, I might like this a lot, because it's a really sweet instrumental track, and I like the piano shenanigans we got going on here. It's very sweet. It's nice.
I loved Days of Heaven. I was like, oh yeah. Sad piano. Now the album's beginning. The first 2 tracks, they were just like, they're fine, they're good. I like them both. Don't get me wrong. 8 out of 10s. But I was expecting more after Voyager and Love Plus X. I didn't like Voyager all that much. I gave it a 70. It grew me over time, but like, it's because I had some good songs and some mid songs.
Fair.
Same with A Different Age. A Different Age had some perfect songs and some mid songs, but finally he's growing. Consistency. It just happens later.
Yeah, I got you. To follow Days of Heaven, though, we get Never Seen a Rose.
What do you think about that?
Are you gonna tell me you like this song? You alright?
No, you're gonna tell me what you think about the song, and I'll tell you what I think about the song.
Fuck, you're gonna tell me you like this. Everybody likes the song, don't they? It's just me. What the fuck are those whispery vocals, dude? That shit, like, ew.
Yeah, that's his whole deal. That's what he's about. If you're not a sad teenager crying to Current Joys, then get out.
I mean, okay, yeah, but like those vocals specifically, I that's not anywhere else on the album. Just something about it sounds very weird to me.
I liked it.
Okay.
Keep it real. I was like, this is exactly his kind of thing where he does something fucked up on a single track, and it's good.
Yeah.
I gave this track a 9 out of 10.
I gave it a 5.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man. Like,
a
lot of this isn't really hitting for me, to be quite honest with you.
Oh no, this is Green Day all over again.
The crescendos of the chorus, the chorus moments on that are good. Like, there's good parts of that song, but the verses kind of ruin it for me, because I'm just like, what is that vocal situation?
Alright, I have 2 more tracks to talk about, and then we'll give a score.
Yeah, there's better ones later on.
Oh, three more tracks to talk about. What do you think about Lullaby for the Lost?
It's a good song. It's a little indie folk thingy, and it's good.
I liked Lullaby for the Lost quite a bit.
I think it's a little drawn out. It doesn't feel bad that it's drawn out.
That's one of my favorite tracks. I loved how drawn out it was.
You know, yeah.
That's what I wanted.
It's like drawn out to the point where I like don't know if I'd specifically come back to it, but like it's another like kind of like, yeah, this is a little indie folk song and it sounds all right. It's pretty good. Oh, Sister is probably my favorite.
Oh, Sister?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of my favorites.
I like the topic of it and everything.
What about They Shoot Horses?
They Shoot Horses.
Tell me what you think about They Shoot Horses right now.
They Shoot Horses is pretty good. Pretty good. It's very sad indie folk vibes again. Like it's kind of like I mean I've heard this song definitely before, but it has a little bit more topical focus. It's got that like really moody sad thing about it. It's cool. I like that it has like this little western thing about it. Kind of seems like the horses in
like
the title are like
they're real.
Thematic focus. Yeah.
Kind of some nice little callback to Tallahassee, I believe, if I'm saying this right. Maybe I'm on crack. Who knows? Let me fucking brush up my fucking current joys lore. What's Tallahassee on? Is that on a different age? No, Alabama's on a different age. What the fuck am I thinking of? No, am I thinking of a random fucking YouTube video that's just called the wrong goddamn track and I'm thinking of Alabama? Probably.
Maybe. Who knows?
I do have one big glaring issue with this album that I would want to save towards the end, but fuck, did it make me angry. But let's go on to East My Love, the title track.
I was gonna say, that's one of the most notable. It's very long.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah.
I think this is the best track on the album.
It's fairly adventurous, kind of sweet, and pretty poetic. Honestly, though, I think that Slowly Like the Wind on here is my other contender for favorite song, and it kind of feels like a more drawn out version of Slowly Like the Wind to me. Like, both are good little love song situations, but I don't know if it needed to be like 8 minutes or whatever it is.
I just want an hour of Nick Radigan crying into a microphone, and this is what I got. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, Feeling Groovy's on this album. What the fuck? East My Love was the closer.
Yeah.
East My Love ended the album.
So I described it this way. Feeling Groovy to me feels like the blooper reel in the credits of a 2000s movie.
Yeah, I don't know. What'd you score it? I don't know.
I think I have like a 6 or a 7 on it. Yeah, I have like a 6 on it. I don't mind it at all. It's just very goofy.
I gave it a 5 out of 10 because it fucking blew the rails off of this whole fucking thing. It should have been like a bonus track, or listed as a bonus track, so that you wouldn't take it into account the closer.
I bet you if it's on the vinyl though, like the vinyl rings end out on East My Love, and then you have to like pick up the needle and drop it on Feeling Groovy. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those situations where it's like it's a hidden track. That's kind of how it feels to me. What's your overall thoughts on this?
Finally, he's on the right track to make actually like good music. It's been a while, and I landed on an 84.
My thoughts on this is it's like indie folk music, and I've kind of heard a lot of it before, and a lot of it doesn't seem like topically focused enough for me to care, but a lot of the songs really did. And a lot of the songs are pretty emotional, and there's some good songwriting. It didn't have that like extra flavor for me, so that's why I gave it a 67.
What the Sigma?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like clearly the outlier here. But also I've never listened to Current Joys before. Right now.
You weren't there for the ride.
Yeah.
You weren't there for the ride.
No,
you don't go back and listen to it. I don't recommend it.
Probably not. No, I was kind of listening to some stuff like this in like high school, but
just go listen to Wild Heart. Fuck it. It'll probably piss you off.
Maybe. I don't know. This just ain't. It just ain't checking the boxes for something that I'm really gonna find interesting. It's gonna stick with me.
Yeah.
But like, I'll totally acknowledge that it's like solid. It's good. Like, that's where I'm at. Since we're very mixed on this Current Joys album, let us know what you think of it in the comments down there. Like, we would really like to hear a little bit more of the contrasting opinions. And honestly, let us know on the other ones too. Totally here for all the discussion.
Got our thoughts and prayers out. Move on to some heat that we'll both probably agree on or disagree on heavily. Probably heavily disagree on. Turquoise-Death Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
How much did you hate this album?
Well, I obviously wouldn't hate it. I love Turquoise Death.
Worst music ever.
Oh, okay.
Si Bueno wasn't even good.
No, Se Bueno was very,
Si
very, very
Bueno.
good and probably better than this, I think. But
Yeah, it was just a little better. I'm pretty
yeah.
even on him.
Yeah.
His bops, his bangers, blorps and derps and gorps and florps the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, all the little sounds.
I don't even know what the fuck to say about this album. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's still got those like breakbeat, breakcore, whatever type drums, and that's kind of the thing that grounds Turquoise Death down to like a certain type of sound. Otherwise, this one is more of a chill wave direction than a shoegaze direction.
This is a more ethereal experience, I guess is the way I.
Yeah, it's more atmospheric.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some like really strong atmospheres going on with it. Lots of adventurousness to it. I feel like this is one where you can definitely just kind of sit back, close your eyes, and it'll like take you to a certain wacky, weird, wild little place. You know what I mean?
And one of the most atmospheric tracks, So Far Away, ended up being one of my favorites because I was super high listening to this.
Oh yeah. No, so far away is really great.
It freaked me out.
Oh, I can see that. That one's one of the more chill ones, though. I think.
Yeah, I believe it is the most chill song. I'm
Yeah.
looking at my notes and I'm like, oh god, I was really high for this.
Oh yeah, okay. It's the one that incorporates the most guitar. So yeah, it's got that kind of like serene little ocean vibe about it.
Yeah, so High Micah was hot on this one, and my second favorite was Leviathan Sanctuary. I think it's just because it was called Leviathan Sanctuary. Yeah, why is this my second favorite? What was Stony Micah thinking? This one
Oh
probably
no.
freaked me out really bad.
No. You're so right. Leviathan Sanctuary is awesome. That's my favorite one.
Oh, okay. It's my least favorite was the opener, allegedly, but is the opener a track or an interlude?
I mean, it's an intro.
Oh, it's a track.
It's kind of one sound,
Uh,
but it's a really cool sound.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, well, Stone Micah didn't like it as much as the rest.
It's probably because there's not a lot going on.
Otherwise, everything else I have an 8 out of 10 on.
I have 9s and 8s and 10s on everything. Well, I guess I have 110, and that is Leviathan Sanctuary. I love the progression of that song. Like, it starts really fast, really intense, and then it gets into, like, some of the most calm, chill, serene stuff towards the end. There's a great atmosphere all over it. It just, that shit makes me float away. Excellent shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Go listen to this.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't said that all of this podcast. Definitely go listen to this.
Can't really see anyone not getting some level of enjoyment out of it. As far as like electronic and instrumental music goes, like it's just super sweet.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What are some of the more interesting highlights across it?
I wrote yum.
Just yum. So that's your whole notes.
Yum.
That's a good notes. It is very tasty. It's tasty ear candy that is delicious.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. I think, much like the Chat Pile album, actually, the back half of this album is better than the front half and a little bit more impressive.
Yeah, we're getting fat butt albums.
Yeah.
Yep,
Totally.
that's what I just said. Those are words that I'm saying to the internet right now.
That's okay. I think you're allowed to say it.
I also forgot to mention that this dropped on Canadian Thanksgiving. So,
What?
you're welcome,
Is that
Canadians. Yeah, you don't know about Canadian Thanksgiving?
No, and isn't the label something Canadian? No, never mind. That is the previous album we talked about.
Current Joys is secretly Canadian.
That's right. Yeah.
This is Dismiss Yourself.
Yeah, this is Dismiss Yourself. Same label as Viper and Kaizo Slumber.
And,
Various cursed oddities.
yeah, everything on here is just the fucking worst. But probably good.
Yeah, but it's like good flavors of the worst.
Yeah. Oh, not this one, but I won't mention that one. Oh, not this one either. Oh, a lot of this is just ass, actually. Hold on. I went too deep.
You went too deep down the rabbit hole.
I'm scrolling back up to Kaizo Slumber and Turquoise Death now. Everything's okay again.
I was very surprised that this ended up on Dismiss Yourself, which I guess maybe I shouldn't be because this is a very like online artist.
Their last album was on Longinus.
Yeah.
Longinus apparently drops a lot of fucking. I was like, oh, a lot of check marks, and it's all Paranol.
Oh, that makes sense because that one was a bit more shoegaze, and this one doesn't really have the shoegaze elements to it. So
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense. This seems like one of the most normal things on Dismiss Yourself, though. Like, don't get me wrong. This is still pretty experimental. Like, it's definitely a little bit off the beaten path, but it's very widely palatable.
Yeah.
It's not what I would expect from Dismiss Yourself at
Oh.
all. Like Kaizo Slumber
God.
that we covered a week ago, 2 weeks ago. That's like some crazy shit.
Yeah, which that album dropped down to a 66, by the way.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
This shit bangs. Some more thoughts on this one? Yeah, I guess I was saying, like, I think the back half of the album is a really great progression. The way it closes off with, like, just kind of the last 3 songs is fucking very awesome to me. The last track is the longest by far. Did you think it was a good song or needed to be that long?
The last song?
Yeah.
I think I just died to that song.
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep on my couch to this song.
You could.
Oh yeah, no, it ate me. Listen to it right now. Yeah, it just killed me. This song killed me. I'm dead. My bad.
It's just guilty.
My bad, homie.
It kind of morphs into this weird little space thing going on, dude. It's awesome. It really seems to kind of combine some of the more raw and more digitized elements. There's a lot going on with it, and it's very dynamic. I'll say that. What else you got in here?
Oh yeah, don't listen to this album super high, you'll die.
You might. I honestly feel like it'd be quite soothing.
Oh, album cover. We never talked about the album cover.
Album cover's a banger.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, this shit's awesome.
Sounds like the album cover.
I would say the same for
Yeah,
the
we-
last one, and I honestly also prefer the last album cover, but that's probably because I like the color turquoise so much.
I was like, man, you really like the album East My Love? That's just kind of a boring album cover.
Oh, no, I meant say bueno.
Yeah, you like your anime art?
I do. It's very
You fucking weeb.
It's very nice. It's an entire landscape of my favorite colors. So, like,
You know what? Hold on. I changed my mind about Underneath. Yeah, it can be 10 minutes long. It's allowed to be.
yeah, it's pretty great, right? Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's fantastical.
Yeah, it's very fantastical. Very fantastical, magical album. Very cool.
Very fantastical. Very demure.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah. What'd you give it?
I gave this an 87.
I gave this an 82.
I think this is actually my top album for the week. Very good.
Mine is Chat Pile. No way.
No way.
No way. So, sorry. Spoilers.
Spoilers. I was initially a little bit let down by this one, but the more I listen to it, I think it's just pretty solid, and I can't complain. Well, our final album for the week then is Elucid Revelator.
Can only be one sometime, don't be mad at me. Sunshine and tear gas, flashbang, Kool-Aid man bust through the walls. Numbskull at a gun show, fuck a gumshoe, talking legalese. Paperwork, need to see it please. I dial in, you dial it down. Couple 100,000 watts on some real live. Who hold the line?
Elucid Revelator. Album cover goes hard.
Album cover does go hard. These sunglasses are wild.
I'm invincible in these sunglasses.
They're some crazy looking sunglasses, and like if you look at it, it almost looks like there's like a thinner plastic layer that just leaves room for your actual eyeballs. Do you see what I'm saying with this? Or maybe that's just actually his eyes that I'm seeing. I'm not sure.
Google enhance. You're seeing his eyeballs, dog. I control the plus.
Okay. Either way, crazy looking sunglasses, hard album cover indeed.
Hard album. The world is dog.
Yes, synchronicity.
Yeah, Chatpile is the dog. Chatpile is the world. The world is dog.
Yeah.
This is like breakcore, but make it rap.
This is the real scaring the hoes. Fuck everything the JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown were on with that title. This is the real scaring the hoes.
Yeah. Yeah, the hoes are terrified,
The hoes are startled.
shaking in their Crocs. They're not in sport mode. They were not ready.
This rapping style is insane.
We're just fucking yelling at you.
Like, he's just not quite on the beat, but it's very, very timed out. You know what I mean?
No, the beat needs to be on him.
Exactly.
He is the beat. The beat is the lyrics. He is the beat.
I mean, and the lyrics that he's actually putting into those super strange flows are fucking wild. It's just constantly like super strange, just some weird imagery all over it. You never really know what he's gonna pull out. There's some like weird little quotables all over everything that you could pull from, and sometimes I feel like maybe I'm getting the point of what the song is, but honestly it makes it cryptic to an extent where I'm like, what?
Oh, I just fucking lost.
Yeah.
Still inside, honey child, who dare disturb the hive? Trust none of your all.
You can basically pick like any verse and just be like, what? What are you saying? It reminds me very much of Beans in that way. If you remember, we took a look at Beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really know that anybody else would make a album that sounds anything like Beans, but here we are. Here we have one.
The fucking beat on CCTV is absolute fucking insanity.
So many of these beats are absolutely insanity, but yeah. Yeah, that one in particular. God, it's like, is that like a guitar sample going on in there?
No, this is noited music, and I love that.
This is how I feel like people describe Death Grips.
Yeah.
This is that fucking frightening shit.
Death Grips 2.0 just came out.
Yeah, it was elusive all along.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
When we're talking abstract hip hop, that tag has been used so much that it's like you can't even call this abstract hip hop because it's too abstract to be abstract.
Ain't nothing abstract about it, brother. Pitchfork gave it a 78, and fuck Pitchfork.
Oh, you think it's supposed to be a lot higher than that?
No, I just don't think it's supposed to be in the 70s.
I think that's fair, yeah.
I think 80 is the minimum. They should have a must-hear. Just ignore Yoda Bite.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm seeing that a lot of people are totally blown away by this, and a lot of people are just saying it's not their thing. Totally fair.
Yeah.
I could see being instantly very off-put by this.
This guy said, if I had a nickel for every first track of an album that came out this week referencing becoming a dog, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Exactly. It's like when Meghan Trainor and Kate Renata released an album with the same name.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this album is a sandwich for me. My favorite track is The World is Dog, and my next two are second place is tied with Zolo and Zigzag Zig.
Wait, your favorite is The World is Dog?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like that one as much as many of them on here.
Oh.
Okay, so like as an intro, that one just is very hard and inaccessible to me.
Okay, so hear me out. I've only heard this album in its entirety in my car.
You know, it does come across differently in the car. I will say that much.
My first full headphone listening is happening right now.
Oh.
I had no time this week.
I sat down with this one fully very late at night in a darkly lit room, and I gotta say, it just made me extremely paranoid. I remember that RFID and then Instant Transfer following that were very good car tracks. Were those good ones for you?
I gave RFID a 7 out of 10. Instant Transfer was an 8 out of 10. So yeah, I'll give Instant Transfer the good car. Yeah, this is a bang in the car.
Yeah. Instant Transfer fucking bangs. It's got like a very interestingly accessible beat compared to so much going on here.
Yeah, RFID is a little too noisy to be on in the car.
I guess. I could see that. That one has Billy Woods, as does another song on here, so those are basically just Arm & Hammer songs.
What?
You don't know Arm & Hammer? That's a duo.
Oh yeah.
Billy Woods and Elucid are Arm & Hammer.
I thought it was one guy.
Oh.
When I saw Arm & Hammer and The Alchemist, I was like, that's one guy.
Oh. Yeah. No. So I've never really been able to get into Arm & Hammer as much as a lot of people have been able to, but this is my first time really digging into an Elucid album, and I've liked a few Billy Woods albums, so I'm hoping that now I can...
So who is Armand and who is Hammer?
I think that it's supposed to be a, baking soda type situation. A euphemism, if you will.
I don't get it.
Arm & Hammer, like the baking soda brand.
Yep.
Baking soda, cocaine.
What's cocaine?
Yeah, well, anyhow.
We buy diabetic test strips.
Yeah, see, that is an album that I really wanted to love and never quite ended up clicking. So I am going to go back to that now after loving this quite a bit, and hopefully Arm & Hammer will start clicking now. There's some really weird fucking vibes around the 3/4 marks of this album. Fucking 14.4 is a super strange track.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking with that one as much as the rest of them.
I don't know. It's very surreal.
Immediately after that, I think I got it because I gave those tracks 80, 90, 90.
Yeah, I like Voice to Skull a lot.
Zolo is good.
Yeah, Voice to Skull is a shorter one, and it's one of the better shorter ones, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zolo and Zigzag Zig are...
Noticing the correlation between short song and like lower rating for me, I think I want him yelling in my ears for as long as possible.
I noticed that the really short songs are some of the most abstract stuff. He'll pack a lot into a short period of time with those ones, seems like.
Yeah.
But this one's hard to talk about because there's so much going on. It's so overstimulating. It's crazy. It's a wild fucking album.
I would recommend it, though.
I
would recommend you go listen to this.
I would as well. I would recommend that you give it a shot because it might not hit.
This seems like it'd be a solid opener. Just like, hey man, I know you've been liking Death Grips a little bit here and there, but let's see.
It truly is more experimental than a lot of the experimental hip-hop that's out there, and that's what I was kind of saying with the abstract hip-hop tag not even really working here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another level past it.
Experimental hip-hop is the first tag.
Yeah, and I guess if you're gonna call it something, you would call it that. But I'm glad that we listened to Beans earlier this year because that is the one thing I can really liken this to.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And I thought that one was awesome, and I think this one is awesome. And they have kind of a similar ethos about them. Both very good. The fuck. Other tracks to mention? Anything else? Or are we gonna be very vague with this one?
We're gonna be very vague with this one. You're welcome.
That's okay. Just go listen to it, basically. I got an 83 on this.
I got an 80 even.
An 80 even? Alright, sweet. Well, that was a pretty fucking consistent week.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more cold on the Brat remix album and Current Joys for sure. We got stuff that's not gonna like rock the fucking entire world, but it's just, this is good. Go listen to it.
Some more cold on chat pile, weren't you?
Than you, yeah, but I feel like I'm right where people are considering it.
Today, I am the one who likes things too much.
You know, and that's kind of new, but also my vibes have been all sorts of fucked up.
Same, but mine in the other direction.
If there's something on here that I should have liked more than I did, I apologize.
It was chat pile.
It was chat pile. I don't know. I liked it a lot, so that's fine. We'll keep it at I liked it a lot.
But yeah, no, this was a solid episode. Next week we got Machine Girl and Yeet dropping.
Oh, fucking
Maybe.
That's crazy vibes.
Maybe if Yeet happens, you could just lie to us again. Looking at you, ASAP Rocky. When the fuck is that album coming out, motherfucker?
Never. Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb. You are being dumb. This album is not coming out this year.
Don't be dumb. This is never dropping.
No.
But yeah, we'll have to see what else is going on next week. We might throw some deep cuts into the mix because we do only have those two albums written down, as exciting as they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this has been the New Music Podcast. Micah, do you have anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
Go listen to Brutus 8. No one has listened to Brutus 8 since I said something. Go do it.
That's pretty wholesome, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, fuck, I wasn't recording the whole time.